Hello, this is Dawn from Create to 8 and Create with Confidence. Today we're going to complete part 2 of book 4, and we will finish up the junk mail envelopes and create our coin envelopes. So let me go ahead and put a little hole right here. It doesn't look like that. But it can get over that. And my brads are just a little bit too big. Brads, grommets, whatever. My grommets are just a little bit too big for that hole, so I'm going to add just another little itty bitty hole there. I'm going to do the same thing over here. One. That's one way of getting it out. Add just a little bit more of a hole here. Two, okay. Come on. There we go. This. Grab two of these. Grab two of these. Okay. And now this, if you don't know, you can change the size of this by simply pulling that out and pushing it back in. I think I had it on that one. This one works really good for the larger ones. Same thing here, you can change the size of this. Just put it back in. So I'm going to put this in here. Should have made that hole big enough, I did. Put this back. This will help it from getting too, let's say, messing up in the back. How's that for technical terms there? Okay, so put that on there like that. Make sure that the rounded one is on the bottom of the grommet. And just press in. See how you can see that the ends of the grommet just kind of hung around that, or wrapped around that lip. So we're going to do the same thing here. Plop it in. I know I made that hole big enough. Maybe not quite big enough. So I need to make it just a touch more. It'll go in there though. Grab hold of this. Hard to tell, but it's got two sides to it. Okay, so this end goes into the front part. The other end goes into the back part and squeeze. Okay, And I put it on the end so it really doesn't interrupt with the putting in the tag or anything. It takes up a little space, but not too much. You don't have to put that in there. I like dangles, okay? So then we're going to take our bulb. Our bulb pin here, I've got floating around someplace. Here are a whole bunch of them. I'm going to put those in here. Sorry, I didn't have on my microphone. I had it plugged in, but I didn't put it on. Put that in there like that. Find a pretty to go with it. This is a piece of acetate I didn't throw away. So here's a little one this is a bead that I made with some glass that turns color. It's called, oh gosh, I hate it when my brain goes crazy. Not raku, kind of like that. The glass changes color depending on how much oxygen you have in it. So, put that on that one. And on this one, I got the pinks and the blues. I'm going to put this on. And got some pinks and blues, that's purples. That's pinks. That's pink and blue. Maybe. Let's see what else we got. It's a light pink. That's kind of pretty. And a light blue. Oh, decisions. I think we're going to go with that one. Okay. And just plop it on our little bulb clip here. And we've got a pretty little dangle. Okay. And like I said, you've got several pockets here that you can use. This here. Okay, you've got a pocket here, and a pocket there. Okay, and if you didn't want to use this as a floating one, you can glue it onto a page, and then you can have a pocket either top loading or side loading also. Okay, so I'm going to do, basically it's going to be the same formula. It's going to be 3 to 5 items with a label, a couple book pages, a label. So here are 3 book pages. Here's a label, something on the top, something over here. Book page, label, something over here. So 3 to 5 pieces. I like odd numbers. Odd numbers seem to be better. So that was 5 pieces. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's not odd, but that's okay. We can live with that. So I'll probably fast forward this since we're going to be doing the same thing on here that we did before with the others. Oh, the only difference is I'm going to be stamping first for background. So let me get that out of the way, and that out of the way, and that out of the way. Get my brushed quarter here. Get that out of the way. And I have my stamp set that I was using the other day. So this time I'm using this stamp. So I thought it was pretty. This stamp here and this stamp here. And I'm using the brushed corduroy instead of the black because I don't want it to be really strong. I want it to be really light. For the next few minutes, I'll be going through fast forward so that you don't have to watch me tediously layer on papers. But just to let you know what I'm doing, I'm using the brushed corduroy to stamp both of the coin envelopes, and then I'm using the same brushed corduroy to distress the edges of the coin envelopes. Then I'm layering paper strips onto it, adding some labels and adding some stickers for interest. And then finally I am punching holes in the corners just like I did for the junk mail and adding dangles. I accidentally left the music running as I was recording this portion of the video so that I don't disturb the powers that be with the copyright laws. I'm just recording this over. So I've created the coin envelopes and the junk mail envelopes. These are the collage and the floating pockets. And they're actually both collage and both floating pockets. So now I'm just looking for a place in my junk journal to add them. And as I'm looking for places, I see that one of my pockets is a little bit too big to add that envelope. So I'm just adding them to where I think they'll look good in the final envelope. I'm just putting in the back until I can have a tuck spot. So this actually concludes the number 4, collage pockets and floating pockets. The next video will be number 5, side pockets and belly bands. Then we'll go on to the remaining items. I still have hidden envelopes. I haven't forgotten about those. So we'll probably look at those when we look at hidden objects or items, hidden ephemera. And then that's it for right now. I hope you're enjoying the video series. Please like and subscribe if you do. Leave comments. I appreciate hearing from y'all about what you think about this. And I will see you later. Bye.